What's happening, Bearded Gearheads? Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Horsepower Hour. As you can see, with a Aztec Beard Company. Um, with us tonight, going to talk a little bit about the brand, some products he's got right now. Know a little bit about the history of the company. Uh,
what's up, guys? This is Jesus from Aztec Beard Company, and Keith, I kind of lost you the
I
last couple seconds, but
man, I hit mute on
you're good.
on accident, so sorry about that.
Oh, you, no, you're good, brother. Again, this is Jesus from Aztec Beard Company. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And so, do you want me to just go ahead and start?
Yeah, so tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about the history of the brand. I know we've talked a little bit
Okay.
about how you came up with the name and the
Yeah.
reasoning behind the ingredients. So just tell us a little bit about the history.
Yeah. So basically, some of you guys already know I started a company called or named Oak Cliff Beer Kingdom back in 2019, 2020 actually. And I had a good run, but I wasn't really feeling the brand itself. And, it was kind of like I was new. I wasn't really, like, I didn't really know what direction I wanted to take. Well, I did, I always wanted to have a beer company a company that reflected my culture, but because of one thing or another, I never really had the courage to do it. Until one day, my wife just told me, "Hey, go ahead and do it." I mean, at the end of the day, you're taking a risk already, so why not, you know, go full in
That's
or go
awesome,
all
man.
in? So
Having her support is huge.
yeah, man. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. So I started working on my scents. I already kind of knew what kind of scents I wanted to make. I started with the strawberry way. That took the longest to make because I was really trying to recreate a scent that I had smelled when I was young or a kid. And then I did Classico. Then I started with the tobacco with Mystico, and everything just kind of rolled pretty smooth. And once I had everything ready, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go register the company. I'm gonna start making changes. So I started working on it for a few months. Actually, it took a few months, and then at that time I was already Jay Cruz and I, we were already kind of cool. He was in love with one of the scents that I had with Oak Cliff, and I told him about the rebrand, and we decided to launch it together. January the 26th of this year.
Okay, so I didn't
Yeah,
I didn't know that part. I didn't know Jay Cruz and
yeah,
y'all together. That's awesome.
yeah,
First off, the scent profiles, man, are out of this world. Amazing. You're doing an incredible job. I love that you're not traditional with your scent profiles. They're very unique. They're very complex. Uh,
yeah,
every one of them that I have, and I just ordered. I don't know if you noticed, but I just placed an order. I think yesterday of a few
yeah.
more. Like I forgot tequila wood for some reason. I have no idea why I didn't get that the first time because I think that's going to be one of my favorites. So I don't understand that. Um, Classico, I absolutely love. I wear it all the time. I'm probably going to have to reorder it soon. Um, the Cinco de Mayo scent you did, I'm going to let you
Yeah.
pronounce it. I'm not even going to butcher it.
Zaragoza.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
Zaragoza.
incredible. I mean, that is one of the finest scent profiles I've ever tried. It's unbelievable. Your scents
Yeah,
last a long time. The carrier blends we can get into in a little while, but you got two different carrier blends, guys. He's got
yeah,
one that's got ostrich, one without, but they're very well balanced, very nutritious, and they've got some oils you're not used to in there, like candle nut seed oil or kukui nut.
cool.
Um,
Yeah,
and then you got, I think the other one was rose hip oil.
yeah,
Both of those are great for finer hair, like beard hair, so forth. So it's just really, really good blend. Both blends feel amazing in beard. I think my biggest problem is I have a hard time figuring out which one I like more. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I came on the show and I was like, all right, by the time I get this live with him, I'm going to be able to say which one I like more. But I can't decide. I mean, I like both of them.
Yeah.
I think the way I did it's the way I would do it, guys. I kind of ordered one scent profile in one. The next scent profile I ordered, in the ostrich blend. The next scent profile ordered without, one with, because they're really both great. And it gives you two different mixes that you can throw in there to get all that nutritious greatness, in a 3 or 4 day period. Because my beard, I can't wear the same thing 2 or 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
I have to switch it up. It's probably more psychological than anything, but I just feel like after 3 or 4 days or 2 or 3 days of wearing something, my beard's just craving something different. And that's what I love about this, because I can throw in that other carrier blend and it works magnificent. So great job with them. I can tell you did a lot. The first time you and I talked, I could tell you did your research because they're well put together. It's got all the right fatty acid content that needs for the beard. Just the right amount of antioxidants, just the right amount of vitamins. It's just a really, really well-rounded carrier blend, both of them.
Thank you, brother.
The co-wash, one of my absolute favorites. It's a everyday wash. It's not a super heavy conditioner. It's just a real good conditioning wash. And I use it. I mean, it's down to about right there. I use it all the time, and I just got it in the strawberry way, and I love that scent too. It's really good. It's kind of my Sunday scent, or my off day scent. I like cologne profiles because of my business. I mean, I'm sitting behind a desk. I'm interacting with public a lot. I can't go out smelling like a strawberry shortcake, which that's not what this smells like. But I can't smell like chocolate chip cookie dough. I got to smell professional. So I like the more subtle colognes, not too overpowering. I don't want to smell like a car salesman, right? I just want to smell decent and turn some heads. People are like, oh, what are you wearing today? I hear it all the time. So all of your profiles do that for me, and you do a great job. I mean, guys, if you haven't tried him out, you really are missing out on one of the better blends out there. Look at this swag. I mean, I don't know about you guys if you can see it. But this is a white camouflage hat. I know Brian's probably in here drooling. I know he wants it bad. And, look at this one. I mean, just killer
the black one.
Man. Just all around.
It's beautiful.
I mean, incredible. The website is well put together. I mean, man, first off, do you do this full time, or do you have a regular job full time, right?
Yes. So some customers didn't know, but sometimes when I get it backed up a little bit, once I let them know, I like to explain things, so they know what's going on. And so, I have a full-time job. I work for Dallas Independent School District here in Dallas. I'm an interpreter there. So we're busy during the school year, especially the beginning and the end of the school year. It's crazy. So I normally work, you're 8 to 5, 9 to 5. We work a lot of overtime. So, it's hard, but it's something that I like, man. So,
well, that, man, first off, Dallas school districts are ginormous. Like those independent school districts, I have a couple buddies that work for a outsourcing company that does all their custodial stuff, all the cleaning and everything. And I've been with them to one of the school districts one time. And I mean, I was just blown away. They're like colleges. They're not schools. I mean, it's crazy. So I can't imagine how chaotic that is. Y'all do it bigger in Texas, including your school districts. So the schools are amazing. So that job's got to be stressful. But it's never reflected in orders. I mean, there was a little mix up one time in my favor. All right.
I've had some, I've had a few of those, but.
So I'll tell the story just because, I think it's long enough out now. This hat you see on my head and this hat here, I didn't order. So first time I placed an order, I placed a pretty big order. Y'all saw it in the picture, and I got somebody else's order by accident. They got my order. So, but I guarantee you both of us were very happy because
Yeah.
he probably didn't order all the stuff that he received, and I definitely didn't order these 2 hats. But Jesus made it right. I mean, he was like, "Look, man, I'm so sorry. I was busy." He made it right, which is all you can ask for, and ended up shipping me my whole order. So, guys, I hope he doesn't do this again because it's got to be expensive. But I got
It is what it
2
is,
hats, all the stuff I'd ordered, and I ended up getting the Cinco de Mayo. Mayo. I don't know always if I was always saying Mayo. Sent early before it was released. And I got one of the summer sticks before it was released. So, man, I was stoked. I mean, so I can't really call it a mess up. It was he was just surprising me and wanted to make me feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was that day I was like, man, how I remember because I usually try to go over the order a couple of times. I review it, make sure I pack everything that's on the order, and then I, seal it, put the label on, and ship it. But I don't know what happened that day, man.
I'm going to go through a couple questions here because I'm going to catch up. I always forget in the beginning to answer some of these guys' questions. So I'm going to, I saw one about Tiki. Thanks, buddy. I really don't mean to do it on purpose. It just kind of happens that way. I definitely don't coordinate on purpose.
He didn't.
Joshua, man, thanks, brother. I don't feel that way, but I appreciate you saying that. It makes me keep growing it, and makes me not feel so shy when I come on these live streams because I'll spend 10 minutes in the mirror trying to groom my beard. Yeah, man, I'm the same way, That's exactly what I want to smell like, but not the perfume section. I want to smell like the cologne section. Thanks.
What's up, Bearded Ant?
Hey, man, thank you, brother. I know you got a lot going on. We're praying for you and the family.
Yeah.
Sending love and good vibes your way, brother. Take care of your son. Take care of your wife. Stay strong for the family. And we're here for you any way we can be, brother. I appreciate you taking the time to stop in. But
yeah, thank you, bro.
Sending all my love your way.
God bless you, man.
Right. Man, look, brother, I'm sorry, but it is a fine hat. And it's just not, you got to get it. And I'm going to tell you something. I like the black one too. So when I got them, I told Jesus I was going to give them away. I was like, look, man, I'm going to do the right thing. And then I just couldn't part with them. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I wear them. I love them.
Yeah, they're nice.
So it's I call it a tweener, Russ. I mean, it's really, I'll let Jesus talk about how he made it. I look at it like an everyday wash, a conditioning wash. It's not a co-wash. Like, it depends. We've had this conversation on this show before. You got to be careful when some beard companies, a co-wash is really a conditioner. Some of them are really just a conditioning wash, which I know sounds confusing, but this has washing properties and conditioning properties in it. So it's going to wash your beard and leave it soft in the end, but it's not going to leave it so soft that you can't put a beard oil in afterwards because a beard oil is a conditioner. So if you're like me, my hair, if I condition my beard only and not wash it with a co-wash that's more of just a conditioner, when I put a beard oil in afterwards, my beard gets lazy, it gets heavy, it just doesn't like it. So I like to use this type of co-wash. It's what I call a co-wash. It's a conditioning wash, right? Yeah. I know some people say that co-wash is the action, not necessarily the product, but to me, I think it should be the product. I mean, it's a co-wash, right? You can use it every day. I use it every day. I don't use a conditioner. Maybe once a week, I'll get a wild hair. I'll use them either a more conditioning co-wash or a true conditioner, and then not put anything in my beard. I just have a lazy day where that's all I do, and then I don't put anything in afterwards. And then maybe 4 or 5 hours later, I'll put in some butter, and that's kind of my Sunday. But you can definitely use this every day. If you work outside in the heat and sweat, it's going to clean your pores. It's going to clean the beard, but it's also going to soften it a little bit and not, just strip it. It's not a stripping wash. It's an everyday wash. I hope I explained that well enough. It didn't confuse you, Russ. But that's my take on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a daily wash, brother. So you did great, man.
Yeah, Irish. I only have one. So the only one I have right now. Now, I ordered the other set, but the only one I have right now is the the Fresca, the Guava Fresca.
Well,
And I'm telling you right now, this is my second favorite scent that you make.
It's right now, since I released it a week ago,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's been a very popular scent on the website.
I mean, it's very nice. It's a
Second to
citrusy
Piña
cologne summer. It's a perfect summer scent. It's not too citrusy. It's not too fruity. It's not too cologne. It's right in the middle. It's just really, really good and enjoyable. It's a good everyday, all day scent profile. Great for the summer. I can't talk about the other two, but tell us, Jesus, because they're coming. But tell us about the other two a little bit.
So I went for 3 cents for the summer: Fresco, Guava Fresca, and Piña Fresca. So I'm gonna start with Piña, which is pineapple. It's a very kind of like tropical scent. You get a little bit of the pineapple. You get a little bit of pear. I tied it a little bit with coconut and then sandalwood to give it that smooth kind of feel to it. Then I have Fresco. Fresco is more like a cologne scent. I use oak moss as the base, so it actually has a little bit of the Zaragoza. I used a little bit of the Zaragoza in Fresco and in Guava Fresca. So if you pay attention, they're very similar.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Guava Fresca is it's fruity, it's cologne, it's nice, it's soft.
It is, and it's got that subtle smoke in there that I just love that ties it together, and you get that little bit of that leather suede mixes with those fruity accords, man, and it is just delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it is delicious. That's all I can say. I use that word a lot, but it's delicious.
Yeah, they're really good scents, man. They really are.
And what's the Fresca? Is what is it?
The Fresca, just a Fresco. It's just like a fresh cologne type vibe. I use I use oak moss, which is part of what I use in Zaragoza. I used oak moss and just a few citrus and agave notes, just to give it that freshness. So it's really good.
Ours are, I guess I know you're talking to Brian, but again, the only one I've tried is the one. But if the other two are better, then just buy all three, because that one is, it's amazing. It's really good. And I mean, Classica is incredible. If you like cologne type scent profiles, you really can't go wrong with any of them, because they're all amazing. I mean, you really do a great job of tying them together and making it a well-rounded profile where you're going to get a little of everything. Like, if you read it, you're going to get a little of what you read. Like, you're not, and there's a little hidden surprises in there too, the way they mix together. But I didn't think I would like the chocolate scent, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one.
So it's literally, that's the word for chocolate in Nahuatl. So you pronounce it similar. It's chocolate.
Chocolate. I thought so, but I didn't want to butcher it.
No, you're good.
But man, it's a really different chocolate scent, and I'm not one that wears a lot of chocolate, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's I tied it with Mexican vanilla. Is Mexican vanilla cocoa, the cocoa bean or chocolate?
Yeah.
And then some vetiver cologne.
Yeah.
And it's just nice. But if you smell it out the bottle, it's just chocolate.
You get that vetiver, and it is amazing. Like,
yeah.
That's the one that probably blew me away the most out of all of them, because I wasn't expecting to like it. You taught me into getting it, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I mean, if an owner tells you buy this one, they're pretty confident it's going to surprise you. And it's by far my favorite chocolate scent profile out there.
Thank you, man.
Because it's got a little cologne vibe. After that chocolate kind of burns off, you get a sweet cologne with that vanilla, and that Mexican vanilla is better than regular vanilla. It's a little spicier, and it's just really, really good, man. Really good.
Yeah, it's a good balance, man. It's the way J. Cruz said it is, it's sweet enough, like it's manly enough for you, but sweet enough for your lady.
Yeah.
So that one definitely, if you wear it close, if you wear it, I know for a fact that your your woman or your partner is gonna love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and my wife absolutely loves it. Like first thing she said was, "Hey, can you get a candle in that?" And that's when I know my wife loves something. If she says, "Can you get a candle in that?" Man, I'm good. So it's definitely amazing.
Yeah, and I'm working on candles, but I'm gonna take my time, with those. But eventually, for sure, strawberry way in a candle is gonna be real good, and chocolate as well.
Yeah, I mean, candles are nice, man, because we all get in trouble for buying too much beard products, and I don't care. I don't care who you are. Your wife is always going to beat you to the mailbox, right?
Yeah.
And it's tough. But if there's some little surprise in there for her, whether it's some kind of soap or lotion or
Yeah.
candle, it kind of makes it a little easier. So,
Yeah.
I think it's great for beard companies to have a little something in there for the wives or the girlfriend or the other half because of that. Even my daughter loves to open my beard boxes to find something there for her. She usually steals the
That's
stickers
nice.
and anything pink. That's her. So
Yeah. Wow, that's nice. See, my daughter's the same way. She loves helping me when I'm making stuff. She loves just watching and smelling. Yeah.
that's awesome. Everybody's talking about, man, Anthony, that's awesome, man. I'm so glad. I was reading y'all's comments back and forth. Guys, if you haven't had a chance or, not, you can go to the GoFundMe page. Go to Bearded Anthony's. Hey, how are you?
She's the one that helps me sometimes.
Well, she inspired you. She helps you. She motivates you. Hey,
yeah,
you got to have a good woman, buddy.
No, that's my daughter.
I thought. Oh, well, your daughter. But you didn't look old enough to have a daughter. How old is she?
She's 11. She'll be 12 in October.
Wow.
Yeah, time flies.
That's awesome. Well, my computer screen's a little dark, so I do apologize.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Plus, she's a little shy. She peeped in and ran off.
Yep.
So it makes sense now.
She loves she's the one helping me with candles. We did, a few trial and errors with candles. She loved it.
Yeah, Logan, I totally agree. This is one of my pet peeves. I wish companies would just call their co-wash that's a conditioner. Don't call it. I mean, I wish we could just have a big meeting in the community and say, okay, a co-wash is a washing, it's a co-wash. It's a conditioner and a wash.
Yeah.
And then a conditioner is a conditioner. A wash is going to be just a wash, more stripping properties. It's not going to have any of the conditioners in there. Let's just make it across the board because it's just becoming too much. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why it's so difficult. I looked it up. I looked up co-wash. Like I went on YouTube and I wanted to find the very first video on co-wash before the beard really took off. Like when it was actually first designed for hair. Right?
Yeah.
For women's hair. And the very first co-wash was a conditioning wash, right? It was a both. It was a 2-in-1. And I just feel like that's what it should be. Let's just make it a 2-in-1, move on. Then nobody's confused, makes it simple. And then because look, there's some good co-washes that are out there that are conditioners that are great conditioners. And they probably could sell more if they just called it a conditioner. So I don't know. I just feel like let's just simplify it.
True.
So I'm with you, Logan. Make it happen. Russ is my favorite wash. Brian, I mean, it's definitely up there for me. Top 3 for sure. I love this wash. Again, I like a conditioning wash that's a little of both, and that's what this is. If you're looking for a true stripping wash that's going to give you a ton of suds, and by the way, guys, suds don't mean it's cleaning your beard. Right? It's just the additives that are in there. It doesn't really mean that it's not washing better just because it creates more suds, I guess is what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind. I hear guys all the time talk about a wash is so incredible, and I'll get it, and it just strips and dries my beard. And I know why they loved it, because it just seemed like it was doing such a great job because it had the most suds,
Yeah.
But that's not always scientifically means it's cleaning your beard better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I agree. I'm with you, Tiki. Let's just make it simple. And I think that's great. I mean, when I buy a wash, like to know, is this a stripping wash or is it a little more conditioning wash that doesn't strip my beard? Because I want to know. And I've asked beard owners that don't know, and that tells me they're probably not making it themselves. They're buying it somewhere else, which is fine. Look, a wash is not easy to make. A co-wash is not easy to make. Yeah. I get it. I don't have a problem with you using a base blend from a supplier. I get it. Just know what you're doing, know what you're putting in a bottle to help us guys know what we're buying, because I don't like to waste money. I started doing these live streams because I wanted to help guys not waste money, and just tell the truth about a product. In my experience, doesn't mean it's going to be their experience, but I feel like, I got a bunch of product. I might as well share my view on them, and maybe it'll help somebody save a penny or two, because that's what it's all about. I mean, out of the 1,200 beard oils I have on my wall and in boxes underneath my chair, I mean, most of them were mistake buys because I didn't know what I was buying. I didn't understand the science. I had not figured out what worked in my beard. I just bought it, and then they just sat on the shelf and I've never used it. And I wasted all that money. That's the other thing. I want to really do this with streams. Like I tell guys all the time, if I get a company on here, you need to buy the product, because it's one of my favorite, and I've tried 1,200, if that makes any sense. So, I'm not going to put somebody on here that I don't really stand behind as one of the better brands out there. And I may not get all the great brands on here because they may not want to come on and be with me, but if they're on here, you can trust. You need to buy it, whether it be your next purchase or 3 months down the road. Just put them on your list and try them out, because you're not going to be disappointed.
Thank you.
You deserve it. I mean, it's just the truth. Nothing I did. You did it all. Let's see here. That's awesome, man. I love that he's up and exploring the hospital. I've spent a ton of time in the hospitals, man, and seeing your pictures of that hospital makes me a little jealous, because we didn't have a cafeteria at the UAB where I was at all the time with my wife. So that food there looks incredible. Again,
it does.
I mean, they're doing it right. So I can understand him wanting to run around and explore it, because it's a children's hospital and they're always fun anyway. So, and that's positive, man. If he's up running around, with a head injury like that. I was telling him the story the other day. So when I was 11, I was playing an all-star game in baseball, and I was up against the fence talking to my mom, and I was the batter on deck. The guy that was supposed to be in the batter's box, but he was waiting on the pitcher to warm up, was in front of me. I didn't know he was there. He didn't know I was there against the fence. Well, he was in full stride when I turned around, and he caught me right here in the chin and full swing, knocked me on my tail. I blacked out for a second. I got up. This was for the day of the concussion protocols. I was a little fuzzy headed. My chin was a little messed up, but I would not come out of the game. He got up and got hit first pitch. So I was the next batter. I hit a double, got on second base and fell out. I was just like, I don't know what happened.
That's crazy.
Woke up in the hospital, and luckily the doctor said, I mean, if the bat would have caught me any higher, all my teeth would have been gone. Any lower, it would have hit me in the throat. It could have really hurt me. But it hit me dead in the chin. Now, my chin was messed up. It's the reason I grow a beard, believe it or not, because I'm still self-cautious of that, my chin, because of it. That's why I started growing facial hair years ago, because of that. So it's just crazy that, his story, definitely different, got hit in the head, but it just reminded me of that. And it's crazy how we met in the beard community, and it's really the reason my beard what it is today. So
that's a cool story. I mean, it sucks, that it happened to you, but it's a good story, man.
It and I love that he's going to be okay. There's another story I got in my life that's not so good. That was a kid that I had pretty much raised from birth, got hit with a tree limb in the head. And we were cleaning up. He was at his grandmother's house, and they were cleaning up. after a hurricane, and a tree limb bounced in off the tree and went the wrong way. They told him to run. He ran underneath the tree, hit him on the head, had some brain swelling, and it didn't go so well. So hearing Anthony's story and knowing his son's okay is amazing.
It is.
So
yeah, thank
really
God.
a blessing.
Yeah, definitely, man.
What's up, Bearded Cheesehead? Thank you for joining us,
What's
man.
up, Cheesehead?
Thank you for coming in, brother.
Thank you, brother. D-Rex Review says I like to send voice messages. Yes, I do. Sometimes I'm busy. I'm like, you know what? A quick voice message is better.
It did, Logan. It's kind of weird that the scar's kind of under my chin and hair won't grow there. Luckily, it grows in the front. But if, about 3 layers back, there's a scar where hair won't grow out of a scar because, scar tissue, it's not going to grow hair. That's why some guys have a problem growing on their cheeks because of acne when they were younger. And, those layers of the skin are kind of damaged from bad acne, and hairs won't grow there. That's why you see a lot of spotty, gapped cheeks. Has some of it to do with it. Some of it's genetics, of course. Some of it's blood flow, but it's also scarring from acne.
Yeah. Wow.
So we'll get back on it. So what do you got coming up? I know you're doing these 3 summer scents. Do you have anything planned in the next couple of months? Anything exciting?
Yeah, so we just released the summer scents a week or 2 weeks ago. And right now we have a Father's Day sale. So if anybody's interested, it's Father 20. You can check, get 20% off from your order. But right now, I just have the summer scents, maybe until they'll be available probably until like late July. And then I have a few other scents planned for Halloween and possibly for Christmas. But pretty much that's what I have coming right now.
Well, I mean, it's a great lineup. I just didn't know if you had anything crazy coming. Because really the summertime lasts a while, so I figured you don't really need anything else. Those 3 will last you through the summer.
Yeah.
And your main lineup is incredible too. I think that sometimes, there we go. I was getting this banner up.
Oh, thank you.
Now is that good through when?
Until tomorrow, pretty much midnight. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to scroll. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna get this thing going. There we go. So yeah, guys, go check it out. That's 20% off. That's amazing. That's huge. Like I said in the beginning, he's got 2 different carrier blends. One's got the ostrich. Now, did you do 50% ostrich oil? How's your mix on that?
Yeah, it's so I have 50% ostrich and 50% of the I changed the name to Pheno blend, which is a premium blend. So yeah, that's how I mix mine. Yep.
Yeah, and like I said in the beginning, guys, I have a hard time figuring out which one I like more. I told myself, by the time I got him on the stream, we've been talking about it for a couple months, but he wanted to get through school year, that I would have it figured out which one I liked more. And I was going to tell you guys which one I like more, but I can't do it. I like them both. I interchange them and wear them that way. I bought 1 scent, and when I bought the oil, I went ahead and got the balm and the butter in that blend too, because you do use ostrich in your butter and balm. So,
yes.
Keep that in mind as well. And so I just kind of matched them up, and then I alternated. I do one with it, one without. And I mean, I love them both. And, as long as to me, when ostrich or emu gets over about 50%, I start not liking it. Like, it just doesn't work well for my blend, my beard. But if it's 50% or less and the other carriers mix well with that oil, because of it scientifically, the fatty acids that are in an emu or ostrich, if you went with oils that also have those same fatty acid profile, then you're going to have way too much of that in there. And it's just not going to feel right. But you did a great job of really mixing those right, using the right blend, the right amount of each, and both of them feel amazing in beard. So
Thank you, man.
Guys, I wish I could tell you which one to buy. So just get them both and see which one you prefer, because you're going to enjoy them both enough to wear them. You're not going to buy either one and it sit on the shelf unused. That I can promise you, because they both really work well.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah,
Brian, what are
my
your thoughts?
whole
Brian wears your stuff too. Which one do you like better,
yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, he does. And just to explain a little bit on the blend, I just wanted, besides obviously the great benefits that the carrot oils give or bring to your beard, I also wanted something that would not sit in the beard, something that would soak easily, that wouldn't clog pores. So it really worked out great, man. I
Yeah,
had
I would say
to do it
all
different
these
batches,
oils are
but
what, 1 to 3 maybe on the scale. I mean, I would say,
yeah, yeah, like zero to three, 1 to
yeah,
3. Yeah.
yeah, you can tell it's really well put together.
Thank you, man.
So why did you choose ostrich over emu?
Ostrich at the time when I was so I started planning for the rebrand with Aztec, and at the time I was like, okay, there's already a lot of beer companies in emu, you know, specifically or especially Pedro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna try and do something different, because I don't want to use emu. People already buy emu from him. So I started messing with ostrich, and then um, I just didn't really want to like announce anything. I didn't want to talk about the blends or nothing like that. Then he announced he was going to ostrich, and Magic City Beards came in as well with ostrich. I'm like, cool. It's cool. At the end of the day, so I thought about changing it. I'm like, well, if they're gonna use it, I might just not. But I'm like, you know what? I've been working on this for a while, so I'm just gonna go for it. And instead of just offering the ostrich blend, I'm gonna go ahead and offer a regular blend, just so I could have those two,
Okay.
because I know there's people that don't like animal products. So
Well, I mean, I prefer ostrich over emu. I just wanted to know,
yeah,
what happened. But yeah, I know a lot of guys like ostrich or emu as
yeah,
well. I feel like with emu, you have to really. I think there's some suppliers out there that don't have a good quality of it, and ostrich
yeah,
is a little different. Like, I don't know which supplier you use, but I know there's a main one that's an American supplier. It's a farm here in the United
yeah,
States, but you can get some of the emu that's overseas
yeah.
that just doesn't feel as well. I've ordered 4 or 5 of them just to play around with some, and there's definitely a different quality difference in
There
emu
is.
that I haven't found in the ostrich. Like, and I think that's important, because I think a lot of, a beard company's success is based off the supplier and the sourcing.
Yeah,
Because you can get a hemp seed that's different from a supplier than,
yeah,
so, I think that's important. And I can definitely tell that with more emu blends, and I haven't been able to tell that with an ostrich blend yet.
yeah,
And that's probably why I prefer it a little more, because I
yeah,
know what I'm getting. And like you, when before Pedro did it and before Magic City, nobody was doing it really.
yeah.
And
They weren't.
I think I'd only found one other company. Actually, I felt Magic City was the first when I
Yes.
discovered the ostrich oil. So I
Mhm.
discovered it looking for my wife has bad eczema, and we
Yeah.
were doing research, and I ordered some. I can go get the bottles right up here. Ostrich oil, probably from the same supplier. I know it's the same supplier that Magic City uses. It's the same farm, and I don't know if all 3 of you using the same or not. But I had it and I was using it. My wife was using it on her eczema, and it was working really well. And I was like, man, I wonder what this feels like in beard. I put some in beard, and I was like, oh, that's killer. I wonder who uses it. And I Googled it and tried, and I found Magic City.
Magic City. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a
Yeah.
couple weeks later, I saw Pedro had done it.
Pedro.
And
Yeah.
then I was looking for another company, and that's how I found you, because I was like, I want to find somebody else using it too that's using a different carrier blend with it, different group of carrier oils, and figure out how it feels. And you were the third one I found. So anyway.
Yeah, I remember when you reached out, you're like, man, like I've been looking for this ingredient, and
Yeah.
it sounds amazing. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'd done some research and I'd ordered some kukui nut, and I knew that, how it felt in my beard. So I was trying to find a blend that had that in there, and there's not a lot out there. And then I really love rosehip as well. I think those two oils, and what I love about those two oils is they're both very balanced in their fatty acids. Like, they have a little bit of each of the important fatty acids for your beard, but they don't have too much content of any of them. So like, one of them has like 30 or 40% of linoleic acid, but it doesn't have 80%. I don't know. They're just well balanced themselves.
Yeah.
That makes sense. They're really, really balanced oils. Like you can use either one of those oils individually in your beard and have a good beard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I did a lot of research. Like I said, a lot of trial and error. I definitely knew I wanted to keep sweet almond oil because I used it in my previous blends. I knew I wanted to keep hemp seed oil, which is a main carrier blend in my blend. And then I just started experimenting with others. Avocado oil for sure I wanted to keep, and just add a few other stuff that I wanted to try, and it worked out, man. It worked out really, really well.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I got to turn my fan on. I turned it off earlier, and I'm about to sweat to death.
No problem.
All right. Sorry. I was sitting here. I was like, man, why is it getting so hot? All these lights are on, and then I realized, oh, the fan's not on. So Brian said, if I had to choose one, I would go with the premium blend. My beard can only have ostrich so many days in a row before it doesn't feel right. I totally agree with that. So if I had to choose just one, I'd probably go the premium. I just alternate because I'm the same as him. I can't use ostrich or emu 4 or 5 days in a row. And that's why I like to alternate it. And that's why I alternated when I purchased. So if you're only going to go one, his regular blend is amazing, and I would go with it as well. If you're just getting one bottle, go with the premium. Maybe your next bottle, go with the ostrich. But if you're just going to get one or two and that's all you want right now or can afford, I get it. I might would just start with the premium.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
get the butter with the emu to wear overnight, because that's not going to affect it as much. So maybe stagger it that way because you get a little bit of both. And when you wake up the next day, your beard should be popping and feeling good.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
I do that a lot. I'll wear one, like I'll wear the oil without, and then I might wear a balm of another scent because sometimes I like to mix scents too. So like I'll take the chocolate scent and I'll mix it with the Classico sometimes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I'll alternate. I'll do one of them in the oil, and then I'll use the balm in the other. And both of those, one's ostrich and one's the ostrich blend, one's the premium.
Yeah.
What's up, Hookem?
What's
and
up,
Daniel,
Jimmy?
I saw you in here, man. What's up? Thank you for joining us, brother. Bearded Accountant, welcome. Russ, I saw Russ had a question earlier.
Yeah.
I was trying to find it. Sorry, guys, if I missed your questions.
I can read it. I think I have it on my screen.
Oh, here it is.
Great question, Russ. Basically, the whole reason behind the Aztec brand is because I want to share my culture. So, some sense have to do with just memories that I have or had, from when I was a kid. Others, are just a part of, my culture. Like, for example, tequila wood. You guys know tequila is like one of the biggest, exports that comes from Mexico. Very popular drink. So I wanted to share, something that had tequila. Strawberry Way, like I mentioned earlier, it's just a car freshener I smelled back in Mexico when I was riding the public, the bus, and I fell in love with it. So it's a little bit of memories and things that have to do with my.
That's culture. Awesome. See, that makes me enjoy them even more. I love scent, like my collab that I did with Tailored. It wasn't just a bunch of scents I threw together. Each scent in that, each fragrance in that that profile has some kind of sentimental value to my childhood or my 20s, and then there's some in my 30s and some later. So it's kind of funny how I wanted to do that because I'm thinking I'm going to wear the blend probably the most out of anybody. So
Exactly.
I want to have those memories when I'm wearing it. So I love when it ties together like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I did the same with Zaragoza. Zaragoza, every scent that I come up with is gonna have some type of meaning, whether it's like I said, my memory or just the culture. So for Zaragoza, for many of you that don't know, Cinco de Mayo was like a battle in Puebla, Mexico, when the French invaded Mexico. So the general that led the army, the Mexican army, to beat the French, his name was General Zaragoza. He was born here in Texas, back when Texas was part of Mexico. So I'm like, that's a great scent, or a great name. He's Texan, um, and I'm just gonna build the scent off of that. So I use a little bit of smoke for the battle. The powder. Whatever, I mean, not the powder, the smoke in the battle, and oak moss because of the earthy feel to it. The ground. So I had a purpose for the scent. So that's what I do with all of my scents.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
See, Logan said rose hemp seed, and castor are probably 3 favorites. Yeah, I love all 3 of those as well. Definitely castor gives you that thickness. It gives you a little more shine, a little more stickiness in the beard. I like to wear a castor blend when I'm not wearing a butter or balm that day. For whatever reason, it seems to give my beard a little hold, and I like that. Especially Jamaican black castor. It's definitely my favorite of the 2. And hemp seed, I really enjoy. And rose hip, like I said earlier, is one of my favorites. So those are 3 good. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, now I've never tried that. That's interesting. I couldn't do it, I don't think. I've wore ostrich for a week straight. But it probably would feel great. I just can't do it that long because of me. Like I just get bored with it. I got to have something different. So that shows you what kind of person you are, man. You get dedicated to do something. You're driven. You're going to do it. And
Yeah.
I'm not that strong-willed.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And everybody's beard is different, so it's cool that it works out for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian, I agree. That was a cool story. I can't wait to get it. I don't know why I didn't get it the first time. I still can't figure that out.
Brian loves tequila wood.
Yeah, I think I just missed it on accident. Like Brian's even talked about how much he loved it. And I'm like, why didn't I get that one? I don't get it.
And tequila wood, I feel like it's a scent that either you're gonna love or you're gonna hate, as well as Mystico. Not everybody likes tobacco scents or those sweet pipe tobacco scents. So tequila wood and Mystico, you're either gonna love them or you're gonna hate them.
Yeah. So out of the 1,200 beard oils on my wall, tobacco is definitely the most predominant.
Really?
I love tobacco.
Okay.
I don't like pipe tobacco as much as I like leaf or other types, but I do like it. But like if I see something that says tobacco, I automatically buy it. Barna, I don't care. I got to get it. And always. So it's definitely the most dominant scent. Probably it's definitely my most favorite fragrance.
Fragrance.
Yeah. Hook 'em, I'm wearing it right now. That's what I got in beard right now. I used earlier today, I used his wash, and I have it in Strawberry Way, and I put it in beard just for the show. So I'm wearing it right now. I can smell it right now, and it's a good one. Another one that surprised me a lot. I expected a different strawberry vibe, but I love it again.
Yeah, it was that one. J. Cruz had the first version of it, and also Mac with the Cheese. He won a giveaway, and one of the lives I was doing, I told him, "Hey man, I'm working on this scent. Do you want to try it?" He's like, "Yeah, send over." But it's a completely different fragrance now than when I started it. Yeah.
So I think it was one of his posts that made me get it, because I saw one of his posts how excited he was and how he was talking about how great it was and how he loved the smell. And he had something like, I think he had it up on his dash or something. Remember that post he had like on his truck? Or it might have been your post. But it was like strawberry waste sitting up on a dash of a truck anyway. And that's what made me get it. And I've enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Let's see. Yeah, Russ, I love tobacco, man. I'm just a sucker for it. If somebody wants to make me buy a product, just put tobacco on the label and I'll do it. And especially, I mean, it doesn't have to be by itself, but I just love the way it completes a scent profile. And I love picking up the tobacco in the profile. I just love it. I don't know why. And I used to smoke. And I don't anymore. Maybe that's it. It kind of gives me my fix. I just love it. I just love tobacco. And there's so many different varieties of tobacco out there. It's just not like strawberry, right? Or something. It's just there's so many different ones that even though I have so many, none of them are the same. Like they're all different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually pipe tobacco is pipe tobacco, but seems like the other ones are a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, he can answer this, and I'll tell you which one I think. But Jesus, which one's the most cologne like?
I would say, for me, Clásico, Chocolate, and maybe strawberry. No, I think those two for me would be the closest to
by far. Yeah, Clásico is definitely his number one cologne scent. It's the most cologne-y scent. The Chococo, the chocolate's got to burn off, then it becomes a nice cologne scent. And I think the other one is I don't even know if it's still available, would have to be your Cinco de Mayo. Gosh, if I say that again.
It's okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's got a little sweet cologne. I can't remember Mexico. I'm trying to. Ooh, that's so good. See, I hadn't wore that one in a couple weeks, and that tobacco is so good.
Yeah, but yeah, Zaragoza definitely was a cologne.
Oh, I think the Guava Fresco may be the third one that I was thinking about.
And yeah, I'd say Guava and Fresco maybe as well.
Yeah, but straight up cologne. The most is Clásico for sure.
Clásico, yeah.
I mean, it's probably the one I wear the most just because it is the most cologne-like.
Yeah, and it's very
it's so good. God,
it's very like fresh, classy.
Dude, that is a good cologne. Like I would buy that in a cologne.
And it smells good in a cologne as well.
Yeah, every time I open it, I just fall in love with it. It's really, really good. As a matter of fact, if I had to say order one, if you're only going to order one, if I was only going to order one because I like colognes, I would definitely order that one. I mean, that profile to me is straight up fire.
Yeah, so far with Clásico, I don't think I've had anybody say they don't like it. I think everybody's liked it so far.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite. Garrett, I love cologne. I've really been in good beer companies making their own cologne scents of it. Yeah, so that's kind of what you get with this. It's kind of his own cologne scent. It's not you're not going to get a cool water vibe. Like there is no cologne base. It's his profile, and that's what I love. I love a natural cologne. That's what I call, like I want one that the scents that he uses comes together as a cologne. That's my favorite profile. And that's what you get with this. I mean, sure, I like replica colognes too, if they have something else with it. Like I really love Father Time. It's got cool water and amber and it's delicious.
Wow.
It's probably the one I've been wearing the most lately because it's just got so much power. But this is probably in my natural cologne profiles, definitely in my top 5 or 6. I mean, I love it. And I'll never tell you my number one because I don't have a number one. Like guys that do the 1 through 10 list, I couldn't do it because
it changes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's fair to the company because there's like 10 that are tied for my number one, so I can't make it a number one. Guys ask me all the time, "What's your number one?" I'm like, I'm not going to tell you because tomorrow it's going to be different. It's whichever one I got in my beard today is my favorite.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm the same way. Even with colognes, like brand name colognes, I can never just say. Well, I do have some favorites, but I can't say this is one, this is two. It's hard. Yeah. It's really hard.
Garrett, man, that's awesome. So I've started doing it lately. This is kind of crazy, and I know it's not legit, but they just opened I live in a small country town in Alabama. They just opened a TJ Maxx in town. I don't know if you have them everywhere, but they'll have those colognes that are they're probably knockoffs. I don't know, but they'll sell a set that's usually $100 for 30 or 40 and so I'll go in there and just buy them up and they get the cool thing about TJ Maxx is they get a new shipment every week and it's going to change. So I go and I get stuff like today. I bought 3 of them and I just like to buy colognes. And I bought like a Banana Republic cologne that I used to wear when I was younger today. That is so good, man. It's Banana Republic Modern. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I've had that one before, man.
Yeah, and so I've been on this cologne kick where I go buy them, and I don't even really wear them because I wear beard oil every day. But every now and then I'll throw a little bit on that mixes well with the scent profile. So that's cool, man. I'd love to pick your brain on some your favorite colognes because I love cologne profile.
Yeah, whenever you want to talk about colognes, man, we can definitely talk about.
Yeah, man, because I've just gotten on that kick in. Like when I was in middle school and high school, that was the thing. I had all the polos and Eternity and Obsession and, all the colognes that were popular back then, Drakkar, and I still Cool Water. And I'll still buy, any beard oil that I see with those profiles. I usually buy because I want to reminisce. But there were some, like after that, I got married. I didn't wear cologne anymore. I had a kid. I didn't need to smell good as much. So I just quit for a while. And then I got in the beard game. I started buying cologne type profiles. And now I've wanted to start collecting colognes again. Like I bought some Creed, a Venticus, or whatever the other day. I finally bought the Tom Ford tobacco and vanilla. And the tobacco oud.
I love their
I love the tobacco oud. Oh my God.
Yeah, Tuscan leather. It's another really good one from Tom.
My next one I'm going to buy is the Polo Supreme. And I think it's a Supreme oud and Supreme leather. I don't think they made them very many years. I never saw it. It's like there's a brown bottle and I think a black bottle. Those are my next 2. I really want to smell those.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know where to start, but yeah, I have a lot of colognes that I like.
Well, Garrett, you got the guy, man. So the Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram store that I'm partnered in is going to open. We get our power turned on Monday. So they're finally turning the power on Monday. We thought that was going to be later in the week because we got a tropical storm here right now, but it was like a light rain. I mean, it wasn't really a tropical anything. Besides, it was wet. It rained all day today. So that's not going to make Alabama Power have to go to the beach to fix power lines that are down and so forth. So they're going to turn our power on Monday, which means I'll get my certificate of occupancy by the end of the week, which means I get my dealer code number, which means all the vehicles that I've ordered can start shipping. So in about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to have probably 30 trucks on the ground, and I can hook you up with a Mopar truck. Cool. And maybe we can do a little cologne swapping. So I'm just south of Montgomery. So I don't know where you are in Mississippi, but I'm just south of Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, that's one of the scents that I carried with
Unforgivable by Sean John. I saw that one today, or maybe the last time I was in TJ Maxx, and I wondered about it because I'd never heard of it.
That's one of my favorite colognes.
Okay.
Sean John, Unforgivable, and I Am King. Those are really good colognes, man.
I have to get those, man, because I'm telling you, I'm on this. My wife's going, "What? Now you're collecting colognes? I thought you had beard oil." And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just on this kick. I got to have them." I said, "But I'm trying to buy them from TJ Maxx so I don't spend the money. You know, I know they're probably replicas. You know, but I don't. They look the same. So
Yeah. Oh man. My wife just got me Armani Code, the original Armani Code.
okay,
That's one of my favorites.
so that's one I bought today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And I told my wife, I'm like, look, if you're gonna buy me a cologne for Father's Day, you know, I want to say thank you beforehand. But if you are, I would prefer this one. So she calls me and she's like, what's the name of the one that you like? Was it Profumo? Was it? I'm like, no. It's just gonna say Armani Code. It's a black bottle, black cap.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And she got it for me. I was excited, man.
Man, that is one of the. I love that. It's deeper. I love it.
Yeah, I sprayed it on that night, and I was just, smelling it the entire night.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's funny because that was a cologne I didn't get when I was younger, but I knew guys that wore it, and I always wanted to buy it, and I just never did. And that's kind of what I'm trying to buy right now. I'm trying to buy those ones that I never got to enjoy that I always wanted to wear. And that was one of them I got today.
That's awesome.
Jordan, man, we were just talking about it. I think it's Classico, but I'm a cologne guy. I really enjoy the Classico. I really enjoy his summer, the Fresco Guava. I really enjoy it because it's summertime right now. I think third would probably be the Mystico. But honestly, I love them all. Those are just probably my top three favorite that I probably wear the most because I like a cologne vibe. His Chocolate Co, man, I'm telling you, if you like chocolate, it is by far the best chocolate scent out there. And it's got some vetiver on the back end that once that chocolate wears off, it turns into a nice cologne as well. It's probably fourth. And his Cinco de Mayo scent was probably in there too. I don't know if it's still available. I think it was a seasonal deal.
Yeah, it's gone.
It was probably up there one or two when it was available as well. And I've still got it. But I just didn't mention that one because you can't go buy it. I don't want to make you disappointed.
That's cool.
Yeah. So those are the ones that are available right now. Those are my favorites.
And I've gotten a lot of requests to put it in the main lineup. So I might.
It's good.
I might do it. Maybe after. I don't know. Maybe after summer. I don't know. I'll probably put it in the main lineup.
It's worth it, man. It's really, really good one. I think you'd sell it all year. That's for sure. Man, it's still on. Don't worry about it. We're still here. So as long as you join us, it don't matter. I love the name, by the way, Cal Bizzle. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see here. If we're getting more questions. Yeah, everybody loves Cal Bizzle.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. When it gets that tropical moisture gets in the air, it's just a foggy, misty rain, and it just does it. It's so humid, so thick. It's crazy anytime we have any kind of tropical depression or storm or hurricane, it's like that. And there were some bad wrecks today. There was a pile up, matter of fact, right up from my dealership, where on the interstate where several people got killed today. It's just, people don't need to be driving when tropical weather because the visibility's bad. There can be some wind shear, but there's usually a ton of water on the road. It only takes one person with bad tires to mess up an interstate. So, it's just not a good time to travel. But the interstate's right on the way to the beach. And today's Saturday, and you got people checking out and checking in. So north and southbound is crazy on Saturdays. Wow. And traffic gets really bad. And there was a horrible pileup.
Wow, that's crazy.
And Russ, anytime, you're talking about the one in Mobile Bay, probably. That's the Foggy Bridge. There is one in Florida. I know which one. If you're talking about close to the Florida state line, that one is horrible. It's over the Blackwater River, and it is the foggiest area in the world. I swear, every day of the week it's foggy on the stretch, and it's like blinding. You can't see your windshield wiper. Foggy. I mean, it's crazy foggy.
That's crazy.
And I bet that's the one he's talking about. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about it's foggy right now, but I know what you're talking about now, Russ, because you're right. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like to talk a lot.
Nah, it's good, man.
Garrett, okay, I know exactly where you are. Yeah, we're about 3.5 hours away. 3.5, 4. But for the right car deal, I'm sure you'll travel. If not, I'll deliver it to you. Look, we
That's
deliver
good.
cars. Hell, I've delivered them to California, Texas, all over. So it's so common nowadays.
Yeah. Cali's room.
Man, I'm gonna have to check that out. I
might have to
love
check it
watching
out
those
too.
Cologne review channels. Those guys are crazy intelligent when it comes to those scents, and a lot of them are funny. I'm gonna check this guy out for sure.
There's another girl. I just started watching her. Her YouTube channel is Curly Fragrance.
Okay.
I mean, it's a different take. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to watch them. It's I don't know. I just get taken in when there's a cologne. They're talking about different ones, and they're talking about these ones from 50 years ago, and it's a special collection. I'm like, oh, I want that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one scent profile that always blows my mind. That is, it's probably simple. Like I just got some today from T3, but it's Irish Spring. I forgot how cool that scent profile, like that smell is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's so good.
Oh my god, yeah, I love. That was my favorite. That's my favorite soap.
Yeah.
Or at least not the soap, but the scent.
Yeah, me
It's
too,
just
man.
amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And T3s, he didn't have it in the oil anymore. He only had it in the butter. And I just wanted to try the scent because, man, I was so blown away. Like I wore it last night. I'm going to wear it again tonight because
Oh my god.
really, really, again, my wife goes, can you get a candle in that? That's okay. I know what you like.
That's awesome.
That means wear it to bed. If you get a candle in that, it means wear it to bed.
Wear it to bed. Yes.
Maybe one time this year you'll get lucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really good. I want it in an oil now. It makes me think, did my dad's Brute 44 smell good that he had in his medicine cabinet forever?
Brute.
I thought it smelled good as a kid.
One of my first deodorants was a Brute. Oh my god, that scent is just amazing.
I know. We need to find it. You need to duplicate it because I remember it
I
being
know where to get it. Yeah.
If there are any guys that love Abercrombie and Fitch, fierce, but okay.
Yeah, Mont Blanc Legend is pretty good.
Mont Blanc Legend, I do have. I bought it 2 weeks ago. I really like that one a lot.
Yeah. And I love that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce.
I'll have to get that one. I hadn't seen that one yet.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, Abercrombie and Fitch Yellow, 18-something Yellow.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite colognes.
Jordan, if you like tobacco, Mystico is incredible. The peanut
I think you got it, yeah.
I just ordered. I don't have it yet, but it's on the way. But I can guarantee you it's going to be good. I think those are really two good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, background a few months ago, and found out there was a bunch of Carolinas living in Montgomery. Oh, cool, man. I wonder where so my wife's family's from Montgomery. They're Macklemores. They used to have like the biggest cotton farm in central Alabama, and they owned all the property now that's called Atlanta Highway. Anyway, so I'm actually from about 2.5 hours south of there. I'm from the beach, actually, in Alabama, around Orange Beach. I moved up here 6-7 years ago because my wife's family's up here, and we were having my daughter, and she wanted to be closer to her family. So that's the reason I'm up around Montgomery. I don't know a lot of people from Montgomery, but I'm gonna ask her. I bet you she does, or her family does, because if they're, her family's been in Montgomery for decades, like probably century. So they're probably familiar with the name. And Montgomery's one of those towns that are like that. Like, if your family's got some rich tradition or whatever, they're still there. It's kind of weird town like that. I realized today I probably need to stop buying beer products for a while, but I just keep buying. Hey, man, I'm with you, brother. It's an addiction. I got a problem. I sat there today and I was like, oh, man, Father's Day sale. And I just kept buying stuff. Before I knew it, I spent $300-$400. I'm like, I told my wife, I said, oh, I got my Father's Day presents. Don't worry about getting me anything. Or if you did, send it back because you're going to be mad when you see all the boxes coming next week. But, man, I'm the same way, man. I just can't stop. It's ridiculous. I got to start giving some of it away. And actually, I just ordered a bunch of 15 milliliter bottles and 10 milliliter bottles because I'm about to start getting some of these bottles down that I've never used, making a 30 milliliter into 3 10 milliliters and just giving them away because, I don't want them to ruin. It's just silly. So, guys, I'm going to be giving a bunch of it away very soon. I even ordered me some little labels to go on those bottles, the beer horsepower, and then I'm going to, I don't know, maybe write the scent somehow in there so you know what it is. But I've thought about buying a label machine, but those things are expensive.
They're very expensive.
I'm not going to do that yet.
That's why I still do it by hand, man.
Yeah, man, those things are. I was researching them all day the other day. I'm like,
even the manual ones.
Yeah, I saw that actually, but still, they're expensive.
They're expensive, yeah.
I'm not going to I'm not creating a beard brand because I don't have the time. So I don't need a label or that bad, but
yeah,
I thought it'd be cool. I said, man, if I get one for $100 or so, I'll get one. Not happening.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I do too. Sometimes beard hook them. I haven't in a long time, but I thought about that today when I was wearing the butter yesterday. I was like, man, I need to go get some of that body wash again. I got to where I've been using all this all natural soaps and stuff because after my wife had cancer, I just, I quit using stuff like that. I quit using deodorants that had any kind of, unnatural ingredients and stuff in their preservatives and stuff, just because some conversations I had with some oncologists, just kind of tripped me out a little bit. So I quit buying that kind of stuff. But if anybody's out there that makes soap, would make me some Irish Spring soap, I will buy so much of it. Like, I love it. Like, I want a beard wash in it. I want a soap.
Duly noted.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I want an oil. I don't know what it is about that scent, but I just love it.
Yeah, it really makes you feel like it's a fresh Irish
It
spring.
Does, man. And it's got a little bit of cologne vibe to it, so you can smell good and fresh, and that's what I like.
Before I knew about, what to use and not to use as far as, washing your beard, I would use the Irish Spring soap on my beard. Of course,
really?
It didn't really work, right? But it smelled great.
So I'll tell you a trick. In the car business, we take Irish Spring soap and cut it in half, like long ways. Like if it's laying like this, we slice it this way, right?
Yeah.
The long ways. And put it 2 halves and put in a little bit of water and put it up underneath the seats. And it draws all the bad smells and odors into that, and it will leave your car smelling incredible for months.
Wow.
Especially if you've smoked in your car or got some bad odor or mildew smell in there, just slice one in half, put in just a little bit of water. Like, don't cover the whole soap up, just enough on the bottom, and just put it in like a little Tupperware bowl up underneath the seat. And you can leave your car running for a little while with the AC on recirculation, or you can just close it up for the weekend. And I'm telling you, man, it is magical.
Wow. See, that's a nice trick.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Nice to know.
Again, and then it leaves it smelling like that fresh, clean, So if you ever get into a used car and you smell that Irish Spring, you might want to get out
now I know why,
because it might have been underwater. There's a little tip.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man, it is a drug to me, Wolfie. I mean, it's bad. It's an addiction, but it's a lot better than the other ones out there.
Yeah.
I just lost a high school buddy of mine this week. I had no idea he was battling a heroin addiction. And I still don't know if he was or not. I just know that's supposedly what gave him a heart attack. And this guy had it made, man. He was making bukus of money on the beach, in real estate, and had some restaurant stuff. I mean, the guy had the life. He's 45 years old, never married, lived on the beach that whole time, had a great life. But supposedly I think he got problems with some opiates that led, that's kind of the gateway to heroin. But I mean, knowing this guy, I would have never thought that's what would get him. And, it's like my drug, and thank God it's not one of those, because
that's
I've
crazy.
battled with some things, addictions in my life. And if I got a battle with beard oil being one, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as it don't start affecting me paying my bills, I'm okay. Then if that starts happening, I got to stop. But right now I'm okay. Thank God they're not too expensive, but they can eat up a paycheck pretty quick.
They can. Yeah.
That's
tired. Oh man, that's hilarious.
You got any of that beard oil?
Oh man,
funny.
That is crazy.
God. I need to scroll down. That conversation was probably 30 minutes ago, but I'm just catching up. Okay, well, I don't know any Macklemores that are still around from back then, but I'm telling you, they're rich in history. I guarantee you, I'm going to ask them tomorrow, and I bet you they'll know somebody. Or they'll know the name from historical data, something. They're just that way.
Yeah, was asking me. He was asking me if I would ever do an Aztec Warrior scent. I'm planning. I have already a few scents planned ahead of time. So yeah, it's coming.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Garrett, I have, man. That's an awesome story, man. That's funny. That's crazy how small of a world it is sometimes, because Troy, Alabama is just a little college town, southeast of Montgomery, probably a population of probably 7,000 people.
Wow.
Now when college is in session, it's a lot bigger, but residents full time is probably 7, maybe 10,000 people. Wow. So you don't hear a lot of people from the area. So that's crazy.
What? That's funny.
That's crazy. So you've been doing some what's that, genealogy tracking? That's really cool. I got into that about 5 years ago, man, and just deep diving in rabbit holes. It's just crazy what you can find out about your family. And my poor family didn't leave Alabama until like the 1600s. We finally went to like Boston and then England. But it's funny, my family's been right here in Alabama since like the 1700s.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I agree. I think he needs to make it full time. Maybe after tonight he will. It's definitely one of the top 3 profiles he's had so far, I think.
Yeah.
Look, see, everybody's talking about it. I'm telling you,
he's one of the ones that told me, "Hey, leave it."
Yeah, Emmerich, that's what I use. I use a ton of African black soap.
Black soap is amazing.
Soap. But there's also some guys out there that make some incredible soap. And I'm going to tell you, my new favorite bar soap that is a beard, face, hair, body. The owner is actually going to be on here with me next week. But it's Bearded Garage. Man, I'm telling you, this soap is like a conditioning soap that is so amazing.
Wow.
It smells good. It's actually a female owner. She actually used to be a finance manager in the car business. That's where the name came from. She's actually going to be on the show with me next week.
That's pretty cool.
So I've been using it lately, and it's just one of those bars of soap that you can wear. You can wash head to toe, and works really well in the whole entire body. And it's all natural. It's really, really a good soap. Not to name drop another company when you're in here, but I always like to share, guys. You don't make a soap, so I knew I could say it.
No, that's cool.
All right, I'm trying to catch up on all these questions. Guys are going fast tonight. Let's see here. Trying to catch back up. I scrolled too fast. Anyway, Guys, let's do a giveaway, man. There's 20 of you in here, which excites me. So let's do a giveaway. And I'm going to let y'all I'm going to let you pick which summer scent you want. I'll tell you what, let's just do it where you pick a combo, and I'll buy a combo let's just do the Pheno blend. All right. So it can be an oil balm or oil butter, your choice, in the Pheno blend. And it can be a scent of your choice. You'll just tell Jesus which one you want. I'll pay for it. He'll ship it. And there you go. Let's see here. I'm going to take advantage of that Father's Day code. How about that?
Exactly.
All right. Let me get my little giveaway thing here. I always lose where I put it. One day I'm going to remember.
Hey, thank you, Bearded Beanie.
And stay around, guys. I'm going to give a couple more things away. It's Father's Day weekend, for one. Two, I didn't think we'd have this kind of turnout tonight because it was Father's Day weekend. I thought a lot of guys would be, off out of town doing something. So I appreciate everybody being here. It's really awesome. I didn't really expect it, although I knew Jesus would draw a crowd because his products are incredible.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys, as you know, as always, I'm going to give you a number range. As soon as it comes out of my mouth, you can start guessing. You don't have to wait on me to say the word go. And there's the dots. I'm going to give you the range. The range is 15 to 25. 15 to 25.
Ooh, and then it jumped.
Oh, I know, man. Sometimes it'll sit there and be like, is anybody listening? And then all of a sudden, it's everywhere. Again, guys, 15 to 25. 15, only go once. 15 to 25. I'll give everybody a few minutes to guess. I don't like to spoil it by calling the winner out too fast. Plus, I've learned that if I say something like nobody's gotten it yet, then everybody knows that they'll start looking up. There's always a scraggler that's like, I'm going to wait on them to say it, and then I'm going to guess the number that hasn't been guessed yet.
That's a good way.
I know. I used to kind of do it too, so I get it. I wasn't very lucky at it, but I did it. Is everybody gone?
Mami, tráeme mi cargador.
If you haven't guessed a number yet, you got 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd make a great soap too, just going off his wash. I would love to try one of his soaps. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to put some dots out here. And we did not have a winner. How did nobody guess the number 20? I can't believe that. All right, so we're going to go again. And I'm going to give you the number range. Same thing, guys. When I give you the number range, you're free to go. I'm going to shorten it this time, so maybe we'll have a winner. All right, number range 1 through 7. 1 through 7. If that don't get us a winner, we're in trouble.
All right. I'm going to plug my laptop charger real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
1 through 7, only guess once. All right, you can stop. I'll shorten it this time so we don't have to wait on everybody. We do have a winner. The Bearded Beanie. Congratulations, brother.
Congrats.
Just let us know which one you want. Let Jesus know. Again, you can pick an oil in either a butter or balm, whichever one you prefer. They're both very good, by the way. I enjoy both of them. I wear, man, I was going to tell you which one I would go with, but again, I like a good balm. It's not a real heavy balm. It's got some conditioning properties in there. His butter's really good. I can wear his butter daytime and night. If I had to go with one, I'd probably go butter. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
We're going to do another one real quick just because I'm not going to keep y'all here all night, but I really want to give one of these away because I think it's one of the top out there. We're going to give away a conditioning wash, an everyday wash, a true co-wash. In my opinion, it's what a co-wash should be because it's a non-stripping wash with some conditioning properties. So you can choose your scent profile, but it's Father's Day. I want to give one away. Let somebody else try it out because I believe it's one of the top out there.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You made it. All right, guys. There's some dots. All right, once again, I'm going to say the range. Once I say it, you can go. You don't have to wait on me to say the word go. Just make sure you only go once. 30 to 36. 30 to 36. Try to keep it short and sweet. This is for his beard wash. Pop it up. Who's it going to be? Who's the lucky winner? I know I saw the number. Oh, he's been quiet tonight. And I think he might be the only one that had – nope. Look at there. Yep, it was. Daniel, congratulations, brother. I know you'll enjoy it.
Congrats.
Russ, you were close, man. You were 2 behind him. And then I'm going to do something crazy. And I said I wasn't going to do it live, but I'm going to anyway. Because this guy is always in here, and I hope he's still in here. He is. All right, this guy's always in here, and he's always supportive, and a bunch of you are, but I know how bad this guy wants this. So I was going to do it a different way, but I'm just feeling weird. I'm just going to do it on air. So I was going to get in touch with your wife and have her surprise you. But Brian, as long as you don't mind me wearing it once, I'm sending this hat to you. I'll send it out Monday. I know how bad you want it. So, brother, it's yours. Coming your way. So tell your wife to save the money. It's coming to you. And now I can put on this one. So I took it off before I sweated in too bad. But, man, I really appreciate you. You're always supportive. You're always asking people to come in the channel. You know, you're great for the community. You're always posting positive things. You really love this company. You're very supportive. We always have conversations about it, and I'm sending it to you, man. So
yeah,
I promise you I've only wore it tonight, and I just did it to tease you the whole time. So I turned the fan on before I got breaking any sweat in there. So there you go.
Congrats.
I hope you enjoy it. And really, man, Jesus and I talked about it. Your wife reached out to him, and probably shouldn't say all this,
That's cool.
But you can go kiss her and tell her thank you because she's another reason you're getting it. She reached out to him and was going to get you one. And I said, well, I'm going to give him this one, blah, blah, blah. And then we thought about getting in touch with her and me mailing it to her to give to you. But since it's Father's Day, I just thought I'd do it on air, and you can go tell her thank you.
Yeah. I think it's like the 3rd time she reaches out and try and surprise Brian. So, yeah. Awesome, man.
Man, it's awesome. And they're really, man, guys, if you want a cool hat, I mean, these hats are fire. They really are. And
Thank you.
I mean, I love them. And I'm not a big flat bill guy, but I think as my beard's gotten longer, I've started to like them a little more. They just they just look better. And this brand's really cool. This one, by the way, has got some camo on the bill. I know it's a little dark, but both of them are bad. But this hat right here, I mean, it's gonna be hard to play. This hat right here, I'm gonna end up buying me another one. But it's a fine hat. To me, it's one of the nicest flat bill. I love the style. I love the look. That white camo. So cool.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All right, guys. Anybody got any questions? I know it's Father's Day. I don't want to keep y'all real long. I'll stay on here for hours. You know that. I'll stay on here until 1 o'clock in the morning. And Jesus, heck, it's probably what, 8:30 your time or 7:30?
10:31.
Your time? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I was, for some reason I was thinking you were 2 hours before me. I don't know why.
It's cool. No, yeah.
You're in Texas. For whatever reason, I was thinking, my mind was thinking you were in Arizona or something. That's weird. I knew that too. So weird.
No, yeah.
We've talked about it tonight. I still was thinking it. It's so weird.
It's cool, man. But yeah, guys, I think Daniel was asking if he needs to reach out to me. Yeah, man, reach out to me. Send me your full name, address, email, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and Jesus, I'll just go on tonight when we get off, and I'll just order a random one. So I'm gonna order a random combo of an oil and a butter, and then a random wash. But just know my order goes to them if you want to do it that way.
Okay. Or if you want to, I'll just email you the invoice.
Just send me what they got, and I'll go in and order it. That'll work.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. You're going to love it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. The wash is incredible. The butter's really good. Can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. I'm telling you guys, this needs to be on everybody's shelf. It's, to me, one of the top brands out there. Scent profiles, fill-in beard, ingredients, swag, the whole 9 yards. The stickers you get are cool. Everything about it, man, is just really, really good. And you're not going to find a better guy than Jesus. I mean, there's a lot of great owners out there, but I could tell he's really passionate about it. You know, he's rebranded because he's passionate about this brand as well. And talking about it, it's got some, history of heritage in there, and it's just really cool, man. It's
thank you.
And to me, that puts a little more love in the bottle. If it's not that behind a brand, then people aren't as passionate about it, and it makes great profiles, and it all ties together, and you're gonna enjoy everything he makes. I promise you.
Thank you, Gentleman Prime. Thank you, man.
Oh, man, I thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. I know that we've talked about it for a while, and I'm just glad you stuck in there and came on with me because I really, really appreciate it.
And we plan on doing it sooner, but unfortunately my work schedule got in the way. So
yeah, but I think it worked out perfect, man, because I had a lot going on in the last month and a half, 2 months. And, this month is really a great month for me because I'm kind of in a thing at work where I can't really do much at work during the day but sit there and wait. I'm hiring folks because I have no employees. Well, I did hire 2 people last week, so now it's me and 2 others. But I'm at that point now where I need to get power turned on. Like, I need to bring people there to interview, and they need to see more than a shell because nobody wants to come to work somewhere when you can't turn the power on yet. So anyway, it's been it's just a good time, Yeah,
man. I pray I pray that you have nothing but success, man, with this business.
Good, man. I'm glad. And guys, if y'all didn't know this, and I know tonight I may not be my normal self, but I took the COVID vaccine today, and I feel like crap. Like I'm sweating right now, and I always kind of have glassy cheeks from sweating. It's just I have oily skin, but man, I'm feverish. I'm starting to feel it now, Jesus. By the way,
man, yeah,
I
bro.
took the one and done. the Johnson and Johnson, because I just wanted to get it over with. I was like, man, I just want to take the one and done. So I researched and found the only pharmacy in town that had it was Publix, grocery store, actually pharmacy. And I said, man, I'm just going to go do it. It was raining today because of the tropical storm. I was like, first thing this morning, I went and got it. And afterwards, I researched it, and everybody was talking about how the only problem is, like in the other ones, you get kind of tired with the first shot, but the second shot kind of treats everybody really hard. But this one, they say you get it all at one time, and I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. But
no, it got to be done.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, I didn't want to open the store, and then all of a sudden I'm sick or quarantined for 14 days. And I'm like, I'm just going to get it done. Really to protect others around me as well. I'm not one of those anti-vaccine guys. Sure, I was really skeptical on it at first.
Me too.
I wasn't going to be one of the first ones to get it, but I had COVID in November. I've had antibodies in my blood up until now. So really now is the only time I needed to get it anyway. So I just finally went ahead and just said, what the heck? Facts, Jesus is one of my favorite. I agree, man.
Thank you, brother.
And now that we've hung out a little more, I even feel that way even more.
Thank you, man.
And guys, I love the way, by the way, if you send me messages, you're liable to get a voicemail back, which I love. Because I know how aggravating typing is. So be prepared to talk voice back and forth.
But I just enjoy it a lot better. I mean, I don't know. It's faster. They get to hear me.
Yeah. No, the only time it's hard for me is in the car business. I have an open door policy. People are always in my office. So sometimes if I don't have my headphones or something, I can't listen to them for a few hours. And I hate that part just because I can't respond. And I don't want somebody to think I'm ignoring them. But otherwise, I love them. They're so much easier. They're fast. You don't get carpal tunnel. Your thumbs don't hurt at night. I mean,
exactly.
There's many reasons I like it.
Yeah. I think Brian had a question about solid colognes. Yeah, man. I was actually going to launch solid colognes, but I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go ahead with the traditional, spray cologne. Yeah. But eventually I'm probably going to go or at least add that option for solid cologne.
Is it an alcohol-based cologne or?
Yeah, I used it's just a blend of medium fixatives and alcohol, perfumer's alcohol, to kind of amplify the notes a little bit and make them last a little bit longer. Yeah. So, yeah.
So they the only reason why I asked that is, you can use those on your body, just don't put them on your hair. Don't put it on your beard.
There's guys, man. When I started selling colognes and body oils, and there was a bunch of guys that would. I even sold air fresheners, so they would spray it on their body. I'm like, bro, no, that's not for the skin, man.
No, be careful with that.
Yeah. Thanks, Beanie. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. I think he's one of the best. I agree, Jordan. See, man, that's what it's all about sometimes, too. And I'm telling you, man, most of the beard oils that I buy, I do it like Scott at Taylor Beard Company. I mean, It's not that I want every scent profile because that dude, Scott, pushes, like 10 a week, it seems like sometimes. But I love Scott, and I buy it to support his brand. I counted the other day, I had 69 of his oils, and then I bought 3 more. So I got 72 now, and I've got probably a matching butter to each one of them, if not more, and all the bombs he's ever made. And just got his wash and co-wash and soap and the exotic blend. But I do it because I support him. And like with Jesus, when I realized how much I liked you, I placed a big order because I want to support the people and the brand as much as I want to wear it all.
Wow, but I didn't know Scott had that many scents, man. Wow,
dude,
that's
crazy.
That's a lot to keep up with.
And I don't have like 3 or 4 of them, so he's had more than that.
Yeah.
but I just don't. I missed a few, and then they sell out. And I'm like, Scott, you got. Thank God I missed Tailored Smoke, which is one of my favorite profiles, but I missed it because I was busy at work, and he had like enough to make one more and sent it to me. So anyway, now I'm down to 3. I was down to 4. I was missing. Now I got 3.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, Russ, man. I appreciate it. I'm just starting to lose my voice. My throat's starting to hurt. I'm starting to feel it, but I'm going to hang in there for a little while longer. Yeah, I've got all his too, man. He's a great guy. I like Mike a lot. Matter of fact, I'd like to ask him, but I mean, I placed an order with him. I'm trying to think of when it was before he even had the Naked out. Before he had, I think he only had like 5 at the time, and I ordered them all, and I've ordered them. He's just a great guy.
Yeah, he's really cool. One of the owners I like to chat with.
Yeah, I like Mike. Mike was supposed to come on here a couple times, but then the cruise ship started up again, and he had to go out, and the stuff doesn't work. The IT or internet or whatever on the cruise ship, it says spotty. So he's going to come on eventually. We've tried a couple times. We had it planned actually in May, and then he went out on the ship or something, and we couldn't do it. But I'm going to have him on before long because I like to hang out and talk to him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. I really like talking to Mike.
Yeah, Bizzle, it is, man. That exotic oud, I mean, it's great. I got it in everything today. Came in yesterday, and I can't wait to use the wash. I've had Scotch co-wash before, but this is the first time he's really had a wash in a while. I can't wait to try it out. Oh, there you go. There's a winner.
For fall winter, I'm working on the horchata scent. I'm really not gonna have like nothing big. I mean nothing like that's more like Christmas stuff like that. I'm just gonna go for the horchata. Maybe we have a drink called ponche, which is just pretty much a fruit punch. It's really nice. It's a blend of fruits. It has cinnamon, so it's gonna be kind of appropriate for the winter.
Yeah, that's what I love most about that culture is everything that's sweet's got a little spice to it, and that's me. Like I love a spicy, sweet cologne. I mean, that's kind of like and I think that's why I enjoy all these so much.
Thank you.
I know his daughter is involved because I made a mistake earlier of calling him his wife or his wife. So, how about the wife?
So the wife, not very involved because of me. I'm very particular about certain things. So when I'm in my zone, I don't, I just want to do it myself. I feel like she can do a great job, but it's just the way I am. She's like, you know what? I know that you enjoy it. I give you your space. So pretty much she takes away, the distraction from the kids and stuff like that. So she handles the home front while I take care of the business. She helps me pack every now and then, but again, I'm just very particular and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but I know she would get more involved if I allowed her to.
Yeah, Jordan, when I saw that on the news, that's the first thing I thought about. I figured, oh well, I bet Mike's not going to be busy here shortly. So, cruise ship, there was somebody was infected, and so the cruise lines have pretty much shut down again. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I love those orange bottles. And Feeling Beard's really good, Brian. It's just a great. His butter is incredible. All the scent profiles are really nice. It's just one of those you need to try. It's just really good.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 of his scents. They're really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Again, I like both those companies because you know how you buy something, you're like, oh, I've smelled that before, because some companies using a fragrance kit and that they got from the same supplier and you've smelled it before. I have a ton of those, but both the companies, Miami and Aztec, Taylor Beer Gum, all the companies I've been talking about, they individually make their scents. Sure, they might use a tobacco and oud that they got that was blended together as part of the profile, or they might use a tobacco and something that they bought as a fragrance, but they're making it and they're not buying it as a already blended up complete fragrance, I guess, so to speak. And so you get something individualized, different, and unique, and that's what I love about it.
Thank you.
With all these companies, you're almost guaranteed you've not smelled it before. You might smell a little bit of something familiar, but you've not smelled that complete scent profile before, and you get that with Aztec for sure.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, Jordan, there you go. And same here. I'll definitely help you, Brian, if you need some help.
Yeah. Even to me, I'm not afraid to.
I got them all too. And
yeah, some good stuff.
Oh, thanks, Joey. I appreciate it. That's awesome, Bizzle. Your name's my favorite, so I want to change my name to Cal Bizzle. I want to know the story behind how you came up with Cal Bizzle.
Thank you, brother.
It reminds me of Snoop Dogg. Rizzle Bizzle.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, that's actually one of the what's it called? One of the blends or mixes that it's gonna have.
Awesome.
The tequila with that that fruity fruit punch. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, great. He's always cooking up something. I can't wait. It's time for another release. I need some new Miami Beach vibe, something tied to South Beach, something. I need it. Yeah, man, you can't have first off, I can't imagine working with my wife all the time. So, I don't think we could do it. I love her. Yeah. I just don't think we could work together. So
sometimes you kind of need that space.
That separation. And you just got to have it.
And she is very supportive. Anytime I need anything from her, she's there. Whether it's good advice or whatever. She sees I'm stressed. Hey, come over here for a couple minutes. Let me help you. Kind of relax, calm down. Yeah, she's awesome. She's my rock.
Yeah, Brian. By the way, just go ahead and get them. You don't need anybody else's opinion. Those two are great. You'll enjoy them both. Sounds like you just need to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Great, man, Garrett. I think you'll be happy. It's a great mix, too. You get a little bit of difference from each one of them. The carry blends are just a little different. There you go. I would go Magic City. You could maybe buy his ostrich and go with the premium blend here at Aztec. That way you got three completely different carrier blends, three great profiles, three companies with great profiles. There you go. Bizzle horsepower. There you go. I like it. Thanks, Bizzle. Frizzle. Thanks, Bizzle. Yeah, Flagler is great. Yeah. Those are probably two of my favorite, for sure. Again, you can't go wrong with any of his. You can't go wrong with any of Jesus's. You can't go wrong with any Scott's, really. All these guys we're talking about, their scent profiles it's just how much of it do you want? Because just pick one and pick as many as you want. They're all great. All right, guys. We got about 10 more minutes. If you got any questions, I'm going to cut it off at 11. I try to keep it at 2 hours. Sometimes I go 3 or 4, but I've learned that's just too much. So about 10 more minutes. If you got any questions or anything you want to say or discuss, we're here. And all the fathers in the room, happy Father's Day, by the way. I know it's a little early, but if you're on the East Coast, we're getting close. And if your father's still with us, call him tomorrow. Tell him happy Father's Day. He'll appreciate it. And have a good day. I'm going to lay on the couch as much as possible. Thought it was going to be raining. It was supposed to rain for 2 days, but the sun's supposed to be out tomorrow. So I might end up at the pool with my daughter, but I'm going to try to get a little couch time in there.
Yeah, definitely, man. You need to rest. But I also want to say happy Father's Day to all of the guys here. Thanks. Just enjoy your day. Thank you for being there for your family, for your kids. You guys are amazing. So keep it up.
Yeah, man, I agree. Yeah, Jordan, I remember when y'all did that. It was a great stream, great sim profile. I was lucky enough to get it a little bit before.
I love it.
Yeah, man, it was. I'd already had it, but I still watched a little bit of the stream. It was great.
Yeah, I think I have that one for sure. I want it. It's really
so
good. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not one of those barbershop like fanatics, but I like a good different barbershop. I just don't like your traditional barbershop. And that's definitely a non-traditional, really good barbershop that's needs to be on the shelf.
Hey, thanks, Joey. I appreciate you, brother.
I agree, Joey. It's true. I hear that from everybody, Jesus, and it's the truth, man. It's take pride in it and accept it because it's true, man. It's really good.
It's very it's amazing. It's humbling, and it just makes me want to keep working harder, man. So I appreciate y'all's words. What got me into making product? I met. There's a guy here in Dallas with a company called Debonair Beard Company. I met him, and another company called Happy Beard, Happy Life. They're both here local, and I met him at different times, and just their energy, their enthusiasm about beard care just kind of sparked mine. So after talking with them and whatnot, I started messing with it, started reading, watching videos. So once I thought I had something good, I went ahead and I opened or launched Oak Cliff. They were helpful, but a lot of the things that you need to learn, like you have to do it by yourself. So it took a lot of try and error, and I've come a long way. So I'm very proud of it.
So I just put two and two together, and you said it earlier, and I didn't realize you had Oak Cliff. That was one of the very first beard companies. Well, I mean, it was in the beginning. I ordered some of your stuff.
Wow.
And now it makes sense.
Yeah. I had Oak Cliff from March till December of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, when we started, I was just not like really feeling the brand. I felt like it was just not the right one for me, so that's why I went Aztec.
Yeah, I think the branding. I think this makes so much more sense, man. I think it was a smart move. I really do.
Yeah,
it ties to you, your heritage. It just makes sense. Like I was talking about earlier, I think it's a very smart move.
Thank you.
Oh, Logan, I'm jealous, man. I'd love to be going fishing tomorrow. Go catch some, man. That's awesome. I can't wait till my daughter wants to go fishing. She's 6, and she still don't like. She's a little princess. She don't like to get her hands dirty. So I don't know how much fishing's in my future with her. But my son's 24, and he likes to fish. It's just he also has to work at 24, so we don't get to do a lot of it. But oh man, gosh, that stinks, man. I know you got to make money, but it sucks to go to work tomorrow on Father's Day on a Sunday. That sucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Jordan, man. Just let me know. I'll definitely jump on and hang out with you anytime, man. Just let me know. I like going on other streams. I don't do it enough. Need to do it more. But definitely will come on with you. Yeah, I mean, Will makes a great product. 607 is one of the best, man. another one of those needs to be on the shelf. He's playing with some stuff, and some of the best butters I've ever used. Oil works really well in beard. Just a great brand. I think just a website and a couple other tweaks, and Will be right up there as one of the top brands as well. He definitely knows what he's doing. Definitely a great guy. Is very close. Won't be long, that's for sure. And I mean, the product's already incredible. But when I'm talking complete brands, and he knows this. We've talked about it. And right now he's on Etsy, which is fine. I just think to turn the page, you just got to go all out and take that step. And heck, man, there's a lot of time that goes into just managing the website. I mean, I can't imagine how much you spend. Your website's incredible, and that's a lot of time and effort.
And it's still not like the way I want it to be. But yeah, I did everything myself. Man, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But I still need to work on it a little bit more and get it to look and feel the way I want it to. So
yeah, I mean, it functions well. I mean, the biggest thing is the speed of it, I think, is important. How easy it is to navigate is important. The look, I'm telling you, I know you want it that way because you're an owner. I'm the same way with our car websites, but it's not most important to the guys. It's just the functionality and, having good pictures of the products and stuff. But I can tell you, like me, you're meticulous about everything, and it's got to be perfect,
Super.
But sometimes that extra effort, you're going to notice it, but I hate to say it, but most guys aren't going to appreciate it. So don't kill yourself over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I have to, like, if it's in my head, I have to translate exactly into what I see.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like you said, it's functionable. It's good. It's good.
Oh, wow. So here's a Father Day blessing, a little positive. Oh, man.
Congratulations, man.
Dude, congratulations. That's awesome. That's the best Father's Day gift you could have. Right there. That's awesome. Congrats.
I got a little bit of that, Joey. I'm not gonna go in depth because there's
sure
she's here, but whenever you want to talk, Joey, about it, man, I have some experiences in that area that man, you're like, wow. But
me too, actually.
Congratulations.
When I went through my first divorce, I ended up with custody of my son. And it was a battle, and long story, like you said, there's so much of it, but it's a blessing when you can do that, and it's right for the kids and everything else. So that's awesome, man. Congratulations. On that note,
happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. That's for sure. As a matter of fact, we're going to wrap it up on that note, guys. Look, I appreciate Jesus. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and coming on and blessing me and the guys with your time. It means a lot, man. And you're welcome on anytime. I'm going to buy products all in the future anytime you have them. So
thank you,
I'll always be a customer. But, man, I appreciate you coming on and blessing you with your time. It means a lot. It really does.
No, Keith, thank you for inviting me, brother. It's I hate that it didn't happen sooner, but there's always I guess this is the right time, man. So
yeah,
thank you for having me here.
I don't question it sometimes,
Yeah. So thank you for having me here, man. It was great, talking to you, getting to know you, and all the guys that came through tonight. Thank you guys as well.
Anytime. And
God bless y'all.
I really appreciate all you tuning in. And as always, we'll be here next week unless something happens. I'm about to go crawl in bed, but happy Father's Day to you all. And as always, may you and your beards be blessed. Y'all take care and have a great week.
All right. Take care, brothers.
Take care.